Are looking pretty good on this Sunday morning. So we had some rain earlier between about 2 and 4 a.m. That's now shifting off into the Carolinas. Now we're still tracking this cold front that's out to our west. So as we go through the mid-morning, there will be a few additional showers develop along this boundary, but any additional rainfall is going to be brief and relatively non-impactful. And as we take a look at your radar, again, no green right now. So the next several hours are looking good here across the Tennessee Valley, and some of that rainfall overnight, pretty good amounts across portions of the area. Some areas across Ray and Meigs County picking up as much as a half of an inch. Here in Chattanooga, about a quarter of an inch for most of Hamilton County, and down into North Georgia anywhere from about a tenth to a half of an inch. So we had a pretty good soaking overnight, but things are looking pretty good right now. We still have some wet roadways from Athens and LJ eastbound, but if you're in Chattanooga, Cleveland, Dunlap, we do have a little bit of fog, but overall things are looking much better on this Sunday morning, and temperatures are mild. I mean, we're starting the day off in the mid 60s across much of the valley, 58 in the Blue Ridge, 56 in Murphy, some of the cooler spots, and by this afternoon, we're going to manage temperatures topping out in the upper 60s to lower 70s, so going to be about 10 degrees cooler than yesterday, and the winds are going to pick up as soon as that front passes off to our east. We're talking gusts as high as 25 to even 30 miles per hour as we go through your afternoon, and that'll be the trend as we go into your Monday as well. Winds die down a little tonight, allowing temperatures to drop, but as we take a look at your futurecast, again, a few additional showers certainly possible along that frontal boundary. You can see just a little bit of light rain between about 10 a.m. and maybe 1 p.m. for our easternmost communities, and then a few thunderstorms will be possible into western North Carolina later today. Then we clear out and the winds pick up, and overall it's going to be a pretty nice Sunday. A little bit on the cool side for April standards, but overall the second half of your Sunday looking quite good. And as we take a look at that severe threat, again, a few strong storms possible into the Carolinas, up into the mid-Atlantic, but here locally, I mean, we are looking much better Sunday. Again, that front came through a little bit quicker than anticipated, but that's all right by us. And then for the next couple of days, temperature is going to be relatively cool, a couple degrees below average, and then by the middle of the week, there we go, back to the 80s, and then we cool down into your weekend. And with those warm temperatures through the middle of the week, you already know what's next. The sneeze index, and it is going to be very high Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That tree pollen going to be a problem as we move into early next week. And then as we take a look at the overall pattern trend moving through the end of April, very interesting because it looks like there's a pretty good shot of some much cooler air filtering into a better part of the country. And then as we kind of look ahead even further, there's a pretty good shot that we could have some below average temperatures arriving here in the Tennessee Valley as we push through the end of the month. Not necessarily saying we're going to get down into the freezing temperature levels, but it certainly will be pretty chilly for late April standards as we move forward, especially if this pattern holds. So we'll watch that pretty closely in the coming weeks. But for today, highs around 70. A few isolated showers through mid-morning again as that front kind of passes through, and then we'll start to clear out, and the rest of the day looking pretty good. And then tonight, it's going to be a little bit chilly. 40 in Murphy, 42 in Dayton, 39 in Altamont, and 43 in Dalton. And when you have those winds out of the west at 10 to 15 miles per hour, those wind chill values going to be in the 30s. So it is going to be a chilly April night and a chilly April Monday. I mean, look at that. Temperatures only topping out in the upper 60s, which is relative. I mean, it's comfortable, but cool for April. And then we'll start to climb back into the mid 80s Thursday into Wednesday, and then Friday into Saturday, a couple of showers return.